Heavyweight boxing fans, what's the deal? All right, man. Got an email and somebody requested I do a video about my opinion about this fight. Um, so I got a multitask here, man. I'm ironing some clothes, getting ready for the day. But get my quick opinion while I'm doing this. Interesting fight. It's a fight that I actually wanted to see happen before uh, before Granat lost his fight to Dimitrenko. If you guys hear weird noise in the background, I'm ironing clothes, man. Getting ready for my day. But it's a fight I wanted then, and from the rumors that I was hearing, so you could take them as rumors, is that Granat or Wallin and his team were not interested in fighting Granat that quickly. So Granat went on, he fought Dimitrenko. He got stunned in the first round. It's a fight that I picked him to win. Just got caught with a good shot, he couldn't recover in that first round, man. He came back, fought a journeyman, so kind of getting his confidence back. And then now, Wallin, a guy who has not lost yet. I'll probably argue that probably Rafael Zubanu Love is probably the best fighter he's fought, in my opinion. So even though both guys have fought a lot of journeymen, I will say that Granat has probably faced the tougher, or at least guys with, that have names. I know Danny Williams was ancient when he fought Danny Williams. Michael Sprott's another guy who was ancient when he fought him, but he went in there and did exactly what you're supposed to do to older guys like that. He got him out of there. Stylistically with this fight with Wallin, no, man. Had this fight took place, 2016 or around there, I would have probably favored Granat. But yeah, Granat, he also fought France Real, which I thought was a decent fight for an upcoming guy. So based on that, he has a decent right hand, fights upright. He isn't the quickest guy. I thought he would, a couple years ago, I thought he'd be able to apply his pressure on Wallin, which he probably, still could, and walk him down with the jab and land right hands and get into, as soon as they start exchanging, he will land the heavier shots. But now, the more I see these guys fight, the more I've seen Wallin, although against limited opposition, but still he's able to use his legs pretty well. He's able to use his legs, land good combinations, and I think that will give Granat problems, especially if he has Granat trying to chase him around the ring. Because if it's just, trying to land and move, I think Wallin can outpoint him and coast to a decision. It's going to be really intriguing if he goes to that type of style where he's throwing combinations and moving, and Granat is getting frustrated and he's chasing him around, or he's missing shots while he's trying to chase him around. Will he start to fatigue going into those middle rounds, and will he open himself out to possibly being stopped, gassing out, and getting fatigued? So I'm a favor Wallin in that fight, man. I think it's a good fight. I actually did a top 10 Nordic heavyweights rankings, and I had Helenius number 1, Granat number 2, and Wallin was number 3 at that time. I would like the winner of this to fight Helenius. I know that when Granat was getting ready to fight Dimitrenko, they were already talking about the end of that year, which had been the end of last year, that they wanted to see him in there with Helenius towards the end of the year had he beat Dimitrenko. So they were kind of I'm not going to say they were completely looking past. Well, I guess you can say they're looking past him because they were talking about Helenius, but they're kind of looking past Dimitrenko. So if I was Wallin, I'd go in there and try to get his respect too, man. Give him a reminder what happened in Dimitrenko's shot, or Dimitrenko fight. Hit him with a good shot, and then he's southpaw. He's southpaw. So how will Granat adjust to this? And if he has been in there with southpaws, he's in here with a guy that's pretty speedy, a speedy southpaw. You can be a southpaw, then there's that speedy southpaw. And I think Wallin is a much more speedier guy. Uh, and I think, just from the eye test, seems as if his stamina is a little bit better, man. So I think he should be able to, I think he could carry out that game plan. He looks like, and he's been rounds, he's been 10 rounds. I think he went 10 rounds with Zubanu Love. Uh, so he's ready for that. Both of these guys, from what I know, have been in good training camps. So guys, I've heard good things about these guys. I know Wallin was in Anthony Joshua's training camp when Joshua was getting ready to fight Charles Martin. I believe he was in another training camp after that too. But and then Granat, I know I've heard good things from the Povetkin camp. I actually heard that he was giving Povetkin really good work. He was in one of the Povetkin camps. I think when Povetkin was getting ready when they had that fight set up with Wilder, he was in that camp with Povetkin. And I know he's been in camps with Klitschko, so that's my thoughts on that fight. I'm going to go with Otto Wallin by decision. Things will win by this decision. Then I want to talk about Oleksandr Teslenko. I got a chance to watch his fight he had in was the last month. He fought Keenan Hickman. I know Hickman is a journeyman fighter, but Teslenko looked really good. And I think it's time for them, probably maybe another 1 or 2 fights. He should get in the ring within the next month or so. I mean, that was an easy fight. He came in at 220. The fight's on YouTube, and I heard Steve Farhood, or when I was listening to it, Steve Farhood was doing a commentary, and so was, I forgot the other Showtime anchor. So it seemed like Teslenko's getting closer and closer to maybe fighting on a show box or something like that. And the fight was here in America. It was in New York. So I think he was on the Broadway boxing or boxing on Broadway card or something like that. So I think he's close to probably getting his, his Showtime debut, where they put the prospects on him, that type of thing. So he improved to 12-0. He was very patient in that fight, setting up that laser sharp right hand. He switched to southpaw in the fight, landed some good body shots on Hickman. He knocked Hickman down. Then when Hickman got up, he hit him with some other good shots. Hickman turned his back. He didn't want any more. The ref waved it off. Teslenko's another one of those guys, man, with over 200-something amateur fights, wins, and maybe just a handful of losses, maybe 10 or 15. A guy that's brought his career from the Ukraine, to Canada. So he's making a splash there. But I really think he needs to come down to America, get more fights, and get on one of those Showtime cards, man. One of those Showtime cards. Kind of like what, Trey Lippe Morrison did last year, where he fought Ed Lattimore, put him in there with somebody like that, like a little cross, his toughest fight. Make it his toughest fight for his debut. He don't have to jump out the window, give him a former title holder or anything like that, but just, step it up a little bit. But yeah, Teslenko looked good against Keenan Hickman, man. His corner, when I was listening to the commentary, Steve Farhood said that his corner was saying that they wanted him to put on another 10 pounds of muscles. He's already 230. He's about 6'5". What impressed me the most is he has patience in the ring, and he puts together combinations really well. Good jab, and he did just good footwork. A guy that can fight from lefty to righty. I like that about him. And he placed really good body shots. That was another thing that impressed me the most, is his patience in that fight and the body shots that he placed. And he was setting them up, so did what he has to do. Close to decision in that fight. That's pretty much it, man. I got to get ready, man. Ironing some clothes right now. Let me see if I can take a few questions, and I'm going to hop off here. I'll probably come back on a little bit later, man. D. Abianuli, what's good, man? Mr. Peabody, what's up? St. Cruzin, what's the deal? He said, we still up in Santa Cruz. That's what's up, man. Mr. Peabody says, hashtag Team Parker. Clint, what's good, man? He says, what's up, Mr. Boxing? Team Parker, standing 8 count, what's up? Roundhouse, what's good, man? St. Cruz, I'd like to see your top 10 heavyweights today. Yeah, You know what? I'll probably, when I come back on, I'll go over who I have in the top 10. Although I said that I won't do a rankings until all these dudes fight each other. I was going on strike. You know what I mean? It's hard to do rankings, man, when you got 7 dudes that are all undefeated. You know? But, you know, now that Wilder and Ortiz has fought and we're getting a little bit clearer picture, I almost want to say, St. Cruising, let's wait until Parker and Joshua's done. And this Brown and White fight is also done. But for the sake of this, I'll probably come on just, if not in order, I'll give you the guys who I think that are the top 10 guys. Clint says, damn, it's 2 a.m. over here. Much love, brothers. What's up? And he says, what's up to St. Cruising? he said I'm up here creasing some jeans. Nah, man, I don't put creases no more. I just flat iron my jeans now. That was back in my day. I'll probably put some crease in some slacks, though. You know what I mean? But in my jeans, I like them flat in the front. I iron those flat. But yeah, boy, my high school days, it was heavy starch. Heavy starch in them jeans, boy. Heavy starch in them jeans and in them sleeves of them shirts. Used to go to high school, starch down in the 90s. All right, y'all. Let me see. W Wallace 0071. What's up, man? Pete Money, what's good? Lisa Queen says Team Body Snatcher. W Wallace 0071 says Parker will KO Joshua in round 10. All right, y'all. I'm gonna jump off real quick, man. I had got an email probably a few weeks ago asking me, can I do a video about Wallin versus Granat and share my thoughts really quick on it. So just wanted to go ahead and do that. Gotta put this iron up, man. Got a lot going on today, man. Y'all be easy. I'm gonna holler at y'all tomorrow, or I'm gonna holler at y'all later on today, man. I'm gone.